Yeah.
Welcome back into BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. Guys, we took a couple-day break, but we're back in here. We got Coach Kyle on the mic. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Austin? Good to see you again.
Hey,
Glad we're back doing
yes,
this
sir.
again.
Yes, sir. Had a little flu
Yeah.
last couple days, but we had to get some fluids and some meds in our system,
Yep.
and we're back ready to rock.
Yep. I'm ready to go now.
Well, this is our first time getting on, Coach, since the Tennessee win. We got to talk a little bit about what we thought would happen. And I don't know if you remember or not.
I said Kentucky by 3.
You said Kentucky by 3.
I said Kentucky by 3.
You did.
So
at the end of that game, I looked at Keisha. I said, Coach Kyle said Kentucky by 3. And what's even more funny is, and I sent you a screenshot yesterday, Coach. I put in a parlay
right.
on DraftKings and totally forgot, you guys, because I just got so excited and so engulfed into the win.
Right.
I forgot I put a damn parlay and made $190 on that.
Right.
So
that's awesome.
There's a little cherry on top for
that's
y'all.
A little cha-chang.
For y'all gambling addicts.
Yeah, that's a little cha-chang right there. I like that.
Listen, I think so much of what we talked about Kentucky got them having to get on the boards.
Yep.
Them having to shut down and Ament went absolutely bonkers in that first half.
Oh,
but like, it's not like he was doing anything crazy, Coach. He was wide the hell open.
They were all open. They were getting wide open looks in the first half. And this is where I think we're struggling. Every good team we've played this year, we've gotten down by double digits, except Arkansas in the first half. Every single top tier team.
Almost all of them.
Every single one except Arkansas.
And almost every single time I'm like, dude, we're dead in the water. We're dead in the water.
First half, I was like, okay.
How are we going to come back from that?
First half, I said, I'm turning this off. I can't watch this again. And the second half, it's like a light switch goes off on those guys at halftime. It's like, yeah, maybe we need to rebound play D and we get a chance. I mean,
okay, so exactly what you just said. Right before this show started, I'm scrolling Instagram and I saw a little tidbit, a little clip of Pope in the locker room. Now, I'm not for sure if this is the
legit?
Tennessee game or not, but I know it's legit because it's the team in the locker room.
Okay.
And Pope saying, what are you scared of? Tell me, and he turns around and he punches the wall. He punches the dry erase board. He said, "Tell me, I got to know, what are you scared of?"
Oh, I love that.
You can just tell the guys are just like, what,
like he doesn't do this. Where'd this come from?
Right. So guys, if you're listening, I have no guarantees that was during the Tennessee halftime, but I'm guessing if we're just now seeing it, I'm telling you, I just now saw this on Instagram.
I guarantee it was probably Saturday night. I mean, I tell you this, I can see him being more aggressive on the sideline, which I love. I see more interaction with the coaches, which I love. Still don't understand that man's rotation. I cannot figure it out for the love of God. I mean,
and I don't think that we'll ever figure it out. Here's my thing. As long as
we're
winning, Aberdeen, as long as they're playing between 30 and 35 minutes.
Chandler, you got to put Chandler in there now.
Okay, that's fair. That's
fair. You got to put him in there now. That man
got to now, right? I agree.
mean, dude, he's been an assassin the last 3 games. I mean, you have to. I mean, he's hit big money shots. He did it again against Tennessee. I mean,
ice cold.
That's a 30-foot jumper, and he hit it like it was just nothing. I mean, it was beautiful. Great shot.
I love
great play by
Owe. It's so pure.
I mean, talk about the pass from Owe getting in the lane and then hitting Chandler for the 3. That was a hell of a pass.
And that kick out pass, fully extending your arms and having the strength to make it back out to the 3-point line.
A great pass. He hit him right on the money, and he went straight up. Yeah, that was a great play on Owe's part and a great shot by Chandler. I do need to get something about these Tennessee fans and their players. We've beat your proverbial butts twice. Not once, twice, and the players are still coming out saying you're a better team.
I saw
I
that.
mean, listen, most time I'd say prove it, but we've already proved we're better than you. You're an afterthought, Tennessee. We're 2-0 against you. We don't need to worry about you guys. Maybe in the SEC tournament or something, we're 2-0. And you guys still wear that ugly ass orange. So you're 0-2
Wasn't it?
and you wear
Yeah.
that orange. It's ugly.
It was their point guard? It was number 3, whoever
It
that
was not their point guard. It wasn't Gillespie. It was
It was their 2 guard.
yeah. And he came out and said, I don't
We're
care
better
what
than
the
y'all,
final
like,
scores ended up. We're a better team than Kentucky. Well, no, you're not. Pretty simple to figure that out. No, you're not. I mean,
usually the final score guy is an indicator of who is the better team.
well, and
not just a sample size of 1, but this is a sample size of 2.
2.
And listen, I get it. Yup, we did the same thing last year, and then they turn around and beat us in the tournament.
right.
I'll make an excuse and say we didn't have our dudes.
No.
And I mean, we went into the NCAA tournament with, like, our
6 guys, arms hanging off,
our arms.
legs and boots and feet and
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we didn't go into the NCAA tournament healthy, but but for a player to come out and say that, and I think we've talked about this on the podcast before. How many games do you win in the first half, Tennessee? None. You've done 2 good jobs in the first half of 2 games, and you lost. So coming out and saying that we're still a better team, prove it. You can't, because we've already beat you twice. Now go back to your hole and shut up. I mean, I'm tired of Tennessee fans.
I agree. One thing about that Tennessee team last year, like, they had Ziegler, they had some dudes that could get the job done. I mean, aside from Nate Ament, like, Tennessee is a very mediocre team.
Yeah, if Gillespie gets going, he can freaking change the game.
If he gets going.
Ament is a difference maker, but he's a freshman. Like, he's finding his way now. I mean, he's starting to play some ball. It looks like he's starting to get a little stronger and stuff within the lane. He's playing well. Tennessee, from top to bottom, they're big, but their bigs aren't great. I mean, they're decent.
And it's like a poor man's Florida.
It is.
Honestly,
it is. It really is. That's a great way of putting it. They're and for whatever reason, Barnes, it just seems like he can't get these guys to play hard for him for a whole game. It's not the first time I've seen them lose a game in the second half. I've seen them twice, and each time they've lost the game in the second half, and that's not typical Rick Barnes, because he's such a good coach.
I was gonna say, Rick Barnes ain't playing that shit.
Yeah, he's such a good coach, and he's a legit top 10 coach in the NCAA right now, and it seems like he's struggling with this team. But you know what? Thanks to Kentucky, we still got you struggling.
And with all that being said, here we are. We're sitting here with 7 games to go,
and we're in second place.
And we're in second place in the SEC with a chance, Coach, to move into first place.
Yes,
if we beat Florida at Florida. Now listen, towards the end of this show, we'll kind of pick who we think is going to win.
Yep.
I'll preface it by saying we're not going to be the favorite.
No.
I'm not going to pick us winning this game, but I don't think it's beyond, absolute measure to say that we have a shot. I
think we have a good shot for one reason, and I think Malachi, Garrison, and Mo match up well defensively against the Florida bigs. I mean, Malachi can guard the big center in the middle, because he never moves out of the center.
Chinyalu?
Yeah, Chinyalu. And then you can have Mo and Brandon guarding the guys out on the wings that like to come out and shoot their bigs. We've got the guys that can do it. And right now, I hope Aberdeen's not putting so much pressure on himself to go in there. I want him to go in there and be a dog. And
that's a great point.
And just go in there and be a dog and say, you didn't pay me, or not you didn't pay me, but you didn't want me. You let me go. Watch this. That's the mentality he's got to have. I mean,
Yeah. I hope he just doesn't get so amped up
That's what I'm
that
saying too.
he just comes out and starts turning the ball over, just like going crazy.
And I
Because
think
he has that
he,
sometimes he has that look in his eyes where he's just like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I
I
think
hope.
since J-Lo has gone down, he has really ramped that back and he's
Yeah.
becoming more of a point guard. I could see him maybe get 15 and 6, have 3 steals. If he can get that out of him, Oway gives us 20, and then we get somebody like Chandler or Big G or somebody step up and have a game, we'll be right in it. I mean,
Yeah.
now we can't
Yeah.
get
I think
down to Florida like we did to
no.
Tennessee. If we get down to Florida like we did to Tennessee, it's over. He'll stomp you, and he won't
The
have any regrets, man.
the offensive boards worry me. We got to make sure that we're getting butts on bodies
Yes.
and we're clearing dudes out. This needs to be a little bit of a Mo
Yeah,
Diabate
this needs
game,
to be one of Mo's
and
ugly
and
games where he
and
turns
we're
around and
not going
has
to see
10 and
it.
10.
Yeah, we're not going to see it in the points column,
Nope.
but he needs to have anywhere from 8 to 12
He
rebounds,
needs to be that dirty
and and
dog.
and maybe it's not even rebounds in particular. Maybe it's him stopping dudes from
Yep.
getting rebounds.
Yes.
Like, what's coach is not going to show up in the stat sheet.
No.
But like you watch what he does, and you see when Colin Chandler, y'all go back and watch Colin Chandler shoot that shot for us to go up 2 in that Tennessee game. We had one dude that dove down there in the paint
Yep.
and started putting himself against bodies.
Yep.
And it was Mo
Yes.
Diabate because he was going to try to position himself
For a
to get
rebound.
that offensive
Yep.
rebound. The guy just has a knack for the ball.
He does.
Not quite like Oscar Sheboy, as
No,
incredible
God.
and
I
as
think he had
incredible
a
as he
magnet
was,
in his pocket or something. Jesus.
literally a magnet. But Mo has a little bit of that in him.
Yep.
And but so much of that, you guys, has to do with the position that you put yourself in pre-shot.
Yes, absolutely. It's getting a body on somebody, and here's my thing. Somebody like Colin and those guys as a team, they know their team well enough. When you see Colin get a pass like that, it's going up. So Mo immediately should start putting a body on somebody and getting ready to at least push somebody out of the way. And this really could be a great game for Mo if he's willing to get in there and just get dirty and just be what he was at Alabama. That guy in the middle that
Yeah.
just somehow, some way always came up with the ball and was able to get a layup here and fouled there. We need Mo this weekend. I mean,
You know what I would just love to see, and y'all, you may not like this, but I would love to see like one of the first plays of the game for Mo to just put his freaking elbow into someone's chest
yep,
and put him down to the freaking ground and
yep.
make a statement saying, "Hey, you're gonna come against me? I'm gonna put your ass
We're
on the
here to
floor."
play. We're not here to
Hey,
lose. Yep.
and
That's t-
just
j-
one time. I
I
want to
always
see
call
it.
it do a Kobe on that SOB.
Yeah,
Put
yep.
him, go right through his chest.
I'm gonna
First
run straight
screen.
through Powell's
Yep,
chest.
yep. And everybody's like, "What? That's your teammate." He goes, "I'm going right through his chest. I know what. I'm
Yep.
going to set the tone right now." And he knocked him straight to the
And
ground.
and y'all, you know what that's gonna do is they're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna think twice before
Yes.
I'm gonna go up against this dude.
Yep.
And I may not go at it with the same amount of energy and
Right. That
aggression
I
as
did
I
the first
usually
time.
would, because this dude's gonna put me on my ass.
Yep. And that's where he should be. I mean,
Absolutely.
listen, there comes times during games, no matter a game like the Florida game, Tennessee, or Oklahoma game, there's games that you have to do something to show you're the top dog. That look, man, you're in my house, or we're UK, you're just Florida. We're UK, we're Kentucky, we're
Yeah.
the godfather of basketball, not you. You just show up every once in a while, win a championship here and there. We're the
Yeah.
godfather of basketball, and we need to come out, and Pope needs to tell somebody, come out. I need you to set I need you to set the way we're going to play from the get go. And if that means knocking somebody on their ass the first play of the game, then by God, you do it. If that means in the middle of the second half and we need to set a screen and put somebody on their butt to send a message, then by God, you put Malachi or Garrison in there and let them set a screen and put
Yeah,
somebody on their butt and say, next time you
absolutely.
try to go through here, buddy, it's work.
You
And
better think twice.
yeah,
And
because I'm gonna
listen,
put you on your butt every time you try to get through this.
you're
And that's
gonna
what
feel it. You're gonna feel it.
that's the mindset, because Florida's going to come out and try to punch us in the mouth right from the get go. I mean,
Yeah.
and he's going to want to see how we react. And I want to see how we're going to react, because so many times in the first half we get punched in the mouth and we don't react.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like
We set back.
and you're right. The one game that we didn't, where we initiated that contact against Arkansas,
Right. Look what
we
happened.
controlled that whole game. That was our game to win,
That was our game from the beginning to the end. I
beginning to
mean,
end.
players
And
dominated their players, and they were aggressive and physical. Now,
right.
and you know this, Austin, anytime you watch this team and they're back on their heels and they're not physical and they're not, for lack of a better way of saying this, moving like quick, you see them jogging or,
Moving
walking.
with a purpose.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so many times in the first half, they just look like they're lost. They're just looking around. They move slow. They don't run their offensive sets right. And then in the second half, all of a sudden they're cutting off the post, they're hitting the backdoor cuts, they're coming off hitting a good flare screen because we've got a good somebody set a good screen for us to get open.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's been in the second half. I mean,
Yeah.
could
Like
we
come out ready to roll in the first half.
we
Coach, I can you know how many times and like this like just goes through my head. Like when I say like move with a purpose, it's
yep,
because I got it from you. You know how many times you said, "Oh, shoot with a purpose."
right.
Because and in my head, I'm 14 years old. I'm like, what the hell does he mean?
Yep,
Oh, like I get it now. Like
yep,
we like if you look like you're half-assing it, it's because you are.
yep. And you
Like
you
you should be going at game speed
you're
at all
shooting
times.
with a purpose, but because you're not scared. The purpose is to put a dagger in them. You're shooting with a purpose for confidence. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you leave me open here 10 times. If I only hit one, it's going to be the one that beats you. That's the
Yeah.
mentality. Like, I used to always tell you, most of you guys dribble with a purpose. I
Yeah.
hate seeing somebody dribble sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
Dribbling with a purpose is getting downhill for a reason, and you're either going to score, pass, or get fouled. And you're just
Yeah.
getting downhill. And if you get downhill, that causes somebody else on that defensive team to have to make a decision. And that
Have to.
decision is either, do I help in or do I stay out with the shooter? Now you've got
Yeah.
two people involved. And if the guy makes a decision to get out to the shooter, now you score, or
Yeah.
it's a lob.
Yeah.
Or
I
if
mean,
he makes a
it
decision to
requires the
help,
defense to react.
yes. And if he
It
helps, now
requires the
you got
defense to react.
Chandler or somebody in the corner that can just dot you. Noah's shooting well
Ready,
again. I
ready
mean,
to pop it.
I mean, I want to see these guys catch the ball and go up strong without hesitation, without, you know, I get the pump fake. Sometimes it's good. I just want them to catch if they're open. Just let it fly. That's when
Who
that's when you're at your best, is when you're just catching. You're not thinking. You're just catching and letting it
Yeah,
fly.
and you're letting the flow and the rhythm
Yeah.
of the game just take over. And
And
at that point, it's just second nature. It's not that you're thinking about everything, that you're just it's not as mental as people make it out to seem like. It's such a rhythm
it is.
and
And there's
fluidity of
little, like Austin, there could be something so little in why a person's missing a shot or not.
yeah.
And that's up to the coaches to be able to know. Like, I knew everything about your shot. Like, from the instant I could walk in a gym, watch you shoot twice when you were playing high school, and say, look at your mom and say, okay, I'm going to yell at him because he's not doing it right. And I would yell at you, and by God, all of a sudden I mean, I could see little tiny, but I'd worked with
And
you
well,
hours upon
and
hours.
yeah, well, and the crazy thing is sometimes as a player, and sometimes I'm sure it's the same thing with these guys. They don't even know they're doing it half
No,
the time. Like,
uh-uh.
so like, it's up to the coach to be like, hey, you guys, like lock in, Trent, hey, you got this little hitch going on or whatever, or you're not holding your follow through or whatever it
You're
is.
right.
Like,
It
you
was
know,
I mean, Austin, I can tell you one time I was watching you, and I'd always taught you to look at the rim when you shoot, not the ball.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I see your eyes going up looking at the ball,
Watching the fly to the ball.
watching the fly of the ball. And I turned around and said, "Watch the rim. Quit looking at the ball." And you turn around and you just nod your head, and then you changed it. But it's stuff like that that can really make a good shooter, not such a good shooter. It's just something little, you know.
So speaking of, and I'll just go off topic just real quick.
Right.
For those of y'all who don't know, I did play high school at Scott County,
Right.
and I can remember I played my first state tournament game on my 18th birthday. Speaking of watching the ball, I'm sitting there in Rupp Arena, going through my free throw routine. I go up, release the ball. I don't even know where the ball goes. My eyes go straight to the Megatron in the corner of Rupp Arena, and I think I just hit all backboard, and I
Right.
was like, damn, this is freaking cool.
Yeah.
But as you know, let's segue a little bit. There's one dude from Florida that does worry me, and it's what's that big
White boy.
Hal dude? Big is his name Hal or whatever?
How
Haug
or yeah. I
Haug or
the
the big long white dude
yeah.
who just
Who can flat shoot, go.
who's guarding him?
Who's
I mean, is Mo guarding him?
I mean, out of your starting five, who's going to guard him? Start the game.
You
Away.
got always 6'3", 6'4".
I know,
mean,
but
Hal's 6'10".
so was Amen.
Amen was 6'10", but he didn't drive. He
Well,
didn't get
and he's not as
downhill, and he
strong. This
wasn't.
kid's a sophomore, junior. This kid can ball. He's going to be
That's what I'm
he's an
saying. That's why
NBA
I'm saying
player.
I'm worried about him.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm worried about that matchup.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. If he comes out and hits his first one or two threes from deep, watch out, because then he's damn near unguardable. If he's not hitting his jump shot, then you just play him for the drive. He'll drive all day. But if he's hitting that long three, God, it could be a long night. There ain't no doubt about that. And here's the thing. They are getting great play out of their point guard right now in Boogie Flan. Boogie has really come in and started playing well. He wasn't doing it at the first half of the year, once he transferred in from Arkansas to Florida, but he's picked it up, and right now he's averaging 15 and 7, and he's making some good decisions with the ball, and that's why Florida's gotten better, is because Boogie's gotten better.
They're playing Georgia right now.
They are. They're playing Georgia now.
Yeah.
They start at 7. So here's the other thing. Let's say they have a war with Georgia tonight. I mean, it is Florida's ex-coach who's coaching Georgia.
Mike White. That's true.
So
where's that game at?
I think it's Georgia.
At Georgia.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to turn it on and check it out. But let's say they just have a brawl tonight with Georgia. Physical, because Georgia plays physical, and they have to walk in Saturday all beat up. That's what I want to see. I want to turn into this Georgia game and just watch them fighting. Take a punch in the eye or, something. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I just want to see a physical game. So when
we want to be physical, guys. We want no one to get hurt.
Never.
But we do want someone to hit the ground at some point.
But I don't want anybody to get hurt. No injuries. I would never wish that on a soul. Hey, I've had too many.
Let's segue a little bit, Coach. And we talked about this. We touched on it beforehand and said that we want to talk about it. The recruiting outlook for the Kentucky Wildcats is still not. It's looking just dark and gloomy.
It looks very bleak at this point.
Very.
I mean, here's what I want to know. Is it JMI? It's one of three.
Well,
it's one of three. It's JMI and the money, it's the coach, or it's the system. It's one of three. That these kids at the very end who have said Kentucky's their number one school for the last year, Tay Kenny, Stokes, all of a sudden we're hearing Kansas with Stokes. Chris, one of the other top 5 stars, Chris, I can't think of his last name, but it's gone from Kentucky being his top school to now it looks like another school just jumped in and is the top school. It happened with Caleb Wilson. It happened with Wilkerson at Indiana. This is the University of Kentucky, and let's make this. If there's a system out there that's meant to be for the players, then Kentucky, by God, should have the very best system there is, because it's
Agreed.
Kentucky basketball.
Fully agree.
The very
And listen,
best.
I think that those 3 points that you just hit, I think it's a healthy combination of all 3 of them. I really do. And I also think this, and this is so I listened to the Field of 68 with Jeff Goodman, Rob Doster, and Matt Jones
I
last
respect the
night.
hell out of Goodman and
That
Jones. I really do.
and they touched on Jeff Goodman said that he thinks Kentucky is just far, far behind where Duke is, where Michigan is, where
Arizona,
where here's
Arkansas,
what
Kansas has
here's
all up
here's
their
one
game.
thing. So here, there's been some information that he brought out about. There was a lady that used to work for Nike that is now working for Duke that has relationships with these agents, and she throws these parties for these
Yep,
agents,
I've heard about these.
they have these dinner parties and they just shoot the shit. And guess who? Those relationships are just building and building
That's
and building, and we don't have anybody like that within our program.
the Crafts.
But they're not formulating those relationships.
True.
Here's the thing, because the reality is, I think that our assistants and that our recruiting leaders have relationships with coaches and players and maybe even some family,
Yeah.
but not the agents.
True.
And who now do we have to?
Oh, you have
suck
to
up
deal with
to?
an agent all the time.
It's got to be the agents, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think that's
what I'm
man.
saying.
I think there's a big disconnect in that arena right now.
It's either so that's then that's through JMI and the way they go about their system. Everybody has said that we need to look at a new system away from JMI, because if we're the most elite blue blood school in the country, which we are, like we're the most elite blue blood in college basketball, we should have the most elite system. And I'm not. So here's why do I want to have the best coach, whether it's Pope or whoever, the best arena, the best this, the best that, and then have a system that's not top notch when it comes to dealing with players and agents. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No sense. It's like saying, hey, I want to have a good shooting guard, a good 3 guard, a good forward, and a good center, but I don't want a good point guard.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I mean, that's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
Here's the reality of it, Coach. We got to have a GM
Yes.
who is heading all of these efforts day in and day out. So Mark Pope does not have to worry about it.
Exactly.
And if he does, he schedules a meeting with the GM and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, right.
But we don't have that guy.
We don't need Pope to be worrying about that stuff. We don't. Listen, we need him to worry about basketball and getting the right pieces in place. And when it comes to recruiting right now, listen, Brooks was a great recruiter at Baylor. I mean, we've got the guys to recruit. We've got the infrastructure with the coaches and their relationships. But it comes down to one of 3 things: coach, JMI, or the system. That's all it can be. Yeah. That's the only reason we're losing players like Tay Kenny, possibly Stokes, and some of these other guys. I mean, we lost the Kentucky kid to Kansas.
We can't continue to take L's in the recruiting landscape. And on top of that, and we'll all see kind of how this postseason ends up. And we talked about it a few weeks ago we've got to make it to Saturday in the SEC.
Absolutely.
We've got to make it at least to the Sweet 16, but preferably Elite 8. It's kind of what we. I
mean, we're Kentucky. When would we ever settle for less? You know what I mean?
Never. So the reality is, but if there's a combination of not making it to Saturday, not making it to the second weekend of the NCAA tournament, and missing out on all these top recruits, then are we that blue blood that we think that we are?
No,
No,
We're still a blue blood, but we're not the Kentucky that we used to be.
we're not. We're not the Kentucky. The gold standard is what
We,
we
the
always
gold
say, right?
standard, I mean, listen, it's really hard to criticize somebody that won last eight out of 9 games. I mean, it is. And
And listen, I'm not even criticizing Pope
I'm not.
in particular. Like, it's more so like, can we just put these pieces together
Yep.
to where Pope can do his job and
Without
recruit
having
on
to do
this?
everything else. Yes,
Yes.
I agree. And the more you can take off his plate, I think the more he'd be, because then
Yeah.
I mean, the man's brilliant. He's genius. We all know that. Let him sit there and do nothing but coach, not worry about any of the other stuff. Let him do nothing but coach and see what happens. I mean, maybe some great things can happen, but
Yeah.
until
You
we
know, and
get JMI and everything else as top notch and gold standard as Kentucky basketball, we're going to be behind. And it's like Goodman said, Kentucky's behind the Dukes and the Kansases and all these other schools. It's going to be nothing but hard to catch up. That's what I mean, in
I
one
mean, at that
segment, he
point,
said, once you
we
get
quickly,
behind, it's really hard to catch up.
really hard. At that point, we quickly turn into Indiana.
Well, yeah, because now you've got all the agents. I hope we don't turn into Indiana. Jesus. They've become irrelevant ever since Bobby Knight left. I mean, here's what I'm gonna say. We've got the ability to do something really special right now. If we go into Florida and win this game, then and listen, we said this, you and I both said this 2 weeks ago. If they go 3-4 out of the next 4 games, I think they're going to have a hell of a season. They
Yeah,
went 3-4.
they
Yep.
did.
I
They
mean, they
did.
beat Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Tennessee and lost to Vandy. And I mean, we said 3 out of 4, and here we are, 3 out of 4. So it's going to be a good game Saturday. My prediction is I think the Cats keep it close, and that I think maybe we pull one out at the end. I told you I'm not betting against my Cats anymore, so I'm going to go Cats by 5 with Mo having an unbelievable game.
Okay, I got you. Before I give my prediction, I do want to I want to rewind back just a tad
Okay.
about the whole GM thing, and let me. And I'm
Yep.
just kind of spitballing here. And with our $22 million NIL
True.
fund, can we not throw 3 or 4, bring in a brainiac business business
Elon.
in the
Bring in Elon.
NIL and the transfer, someone who just knows that world
Yep.
and the ins and outs, and then compliment him with, I don't know, somebody like John Wall, who
Yeah.
just
Ray
who just
John.
goes out and sets meetings with these guys, and we just, what I'm saying, like, uses his brand for, hey, I'm Kentucky, like, I'm the marketing genius, like,
Yep.
within, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
you mean to tell me that wouldn't be
that'd be awesome. Ray
a
John
setup
would be
for
great for that.
success?
Ray John
He
Rondo would
would.
be great as a GM for Kentucky basketball. He loves Kentucky basketball. And
I agreed.
he's
Agreed.
a smart dude, and he just got his degree. He'd be a great GM for the Kentucky basketball
Man,
program.
guys, let's push this out. If
Yeah.
you're listening to this, let's just push this out. And we
Let's get
the
Ray
whole G
John.
it
Yeah,
has to happen.
it
It has to
does.
happen. And it has to be like, for the lack of a better phrase, like a swaggy hire. It
Yes.
has to be like, someone who has that chip on their shoulder. Because let's be honest, and we all love Mark Pope, but he's not the cool cat.
No, no.
He ain't the cool cat on the block.
But
Okay,
yeah, but if you have Ray John walking in there and
right,
he's got a persona about him and a personality that is just, I love it.
100%.
I mean, I love it.
Played in the NBA for years, won
Oh,
championships, played with LeBron, dude. Yeah,
listen,
you
what
can't,
what was he known for? Playoff Rondo. When it became important, that brother turned it on,
dude.
and
Yeah,
teams would pick him up just because he was such a winner
yeah,
in the playoffs. And he was somebody that could elevate his game once the playoffs started, and it was unbelievable to watch. Why not have
yeah.
that guy as your GM?
Agreed. Agreed. That's my point. That's my point. That's it has to happen.
I
So with
agree.
with that being said, I will give my prediction. I'm
Oh,
gonna say, Coach, I don't
I
think we
know.
come out. I don't think we come out with a W in Gainesville. And for what it's worth, I hope that we do. I'm gonna say that we lose by 6, 83 to 77. I'm gonna say that we put up a good fight, but Florida is just too good on the boards for us, and they kind of edge us out. But I'm gonna say that they come back to Rupp in a week or two, and we get them. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
predict a loss on Saturday against Florida, but we put up a good fight.
Yeah.
But we get Florida at home when they come here.
Look, dude, I'm all about being realistic. I think we've got a realistic chance.
Sure.
I'm just putting my, I don't know, it's worked the last couple times. I mean, the last
Hey,
time I said they'd
hey,
get beat was Vandy and we got crushed, so I'm scared to do it
I'll let
again.
it. I'll let
So,
it. Hey, real quick for anybody, I told my guy at BNN Food Market in Baghdad, Kentucky, if you like barbecue, if you like some good country cooking, hit up B&M Food Market in Baghdad, Kentucky. His name is Buckshot. He's one of the best barbecue pit masters out there, y'all. Hit him up.
awesome. Yeah, guys, if
Yes,
you're in
sir.
Northern Kentucky, go check out the 19th hole. It's a great golf simulator place, sports bar. We're going to be doing a a live show up there in the next 2 weeks. We're just trying to figure it out. We need to get as many people there as possible. It's a brand new place. We're gonna get 30 or 40 people in there playing some golf, having some beers and food, and having a great time. So if you're up here in
Yes,
Northern
sir.
Kentucky, I'll let you know the date, but it's in the next 2 weeks. Just plan on
Yeah.
getting out and seeing this place.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Y'all, this has been BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. We got Coach Kyle. We got Florida coming up here on Saturday. Hit us up. Hit us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're going to get some more shows up. So if you have any topics that you want to hit, send us a
Let us
DM,
know,
whatever it
guys.
is. We
Listen,
want to know what you all want to hear.
we want to build this up. This is what we're trying to do. We want to hear from you guys. So the more we hear, the more topics we can have, the more things we can discuss that you guys might want to hear that maybe we can help you with or discuss about Kentucky basketball or just basketball. So just get on here, have a listen. I think you'll like it. Sometimes we're pretty stupid, but we know what
Eh,
we're talking about most of the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll wrap that up. This was BBN Unfiltered. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Yes, sir.
That was a good one.
Yes, sir.